6 weeks ago, most casual American sports fans could not have told you a single thing about Erling Haaland beyond maybe recognizing his name from a highlight clip buried somewhere on social media. By the time this summer's World Cup wrapped up, that same towering Norwegian striker had somehow become the most talked about athlete in the entire country, spawning viral memes, celebrity crossovers, and a level of genuine affection that few international athletes ever managed to build with an American audience this quickly. In this video, we are going to walk through exactly how that transformation happened, piece by piece, breaking down every major moment that turned Haaland from a relatively unknown quantity into America's favorite soccer star. So let us get into everything that unfolded. To understand why this entire journey felt so remarkable, you have to remember where Haaland was coming from before this tournament even began. Norway had not qualified for a men's World Cup since 1998, meaning an entire generation of fans, including Haaland himself, had grown up watching other nations take center stage every 4 years while their own team stayed home. He arrived in the United States relatively unfamiliar with the country as well, having only visited twice before, briefly passing through Houston and Arizona years earlier. Nobody, including Haaland himself, could have predicted just how thoroughly this single tournament would reshape both his relationship with America and America's relationship with him. Before we get into exactly how this transformation unfolded, take a second to hit that like button and make sure you are subscribed, because we are covering every angle of this incredible summer as it continues to develop. It only takes a second, and it genuinely helps the channel. Alright, let us get into it. It all started with pure, undeniable dominance on the field. Haaland scored twice in his very first World Cup match against Iraq, immediately matching Norway's all-time record for goals in a single tournament. He kept that pace rolling from there, becoming just the 5th player in tournament history to reach 4 goals across his first 2 matches, before eventually tying a 50-year-old record for the most goals scored during a debut World Cup campaign, a mark previously held by Poland's Grzegorz Lato since 1974. That kind of immediate, statistically overwhelming success gave casual American fans an easy entry point into following his story, even before his personality had fully entered the picture. If the debut got people curious, it was Norway's stunning round of 16 win over Brazil that truly convinced casual fans to take the team seriously. Haaland scored twice in that match, sending the 5-time champions home in their earliest World Cup exit since 1990. That win forced American sports media to shift their entire tone, no longer treating Norway as a feel-good underdog story but as legitimate quarter-final contenders. And it marked the moment Haaland's name started appearing constantly across highlight shows and social media feeds, regardless of whether viewers typically followed soccer at all. Statistics alone rarely turn an athlete into a genuine cultural phenomenon, and what truly separated Haaland from simply being a great player was the personality he brought to every moment surrounding those goals. He leaned fully into a light-hearted, goofy public persona throughout the tournament, documenting his journey through his own YouTube channel and repeatedly reminding viewers of his personal mantra to never take himself too seriously. That carefree attitude showed up constantly, whether he was tapping a young mascot on the shoulder before the Brazil match and grinning as the child shouted his name, or laughing on the pitch during the England quarter-final, while his close friend Jude Bellingham marked him defensively. As Norway traveled across the country, Haaland seemed determined to soak in every part of the experience. In Dallas, he visited a Western wear shop, picking out custom cowboy hats and snakeskin boots while declaring the city amazing and promising he would come back. In Fort Lauderdale, he offered up one of the tournament's most quoted lines, telling reporters he genuinely liked Americans and found them kind of hilarious. In New York, footage of Norway's traveling supporters performing their now famous Viking Road chant directly in the middle of Times Square gave fans an unforgettable visual of just how far this cultural moment had spread. Even before the tournament began, he had already given fans a glimpse of his genuine enthusiasm for the country, attending Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals and telling his own camera that the national anthem gave him goosebumps all over his body. Somewhere along the way, Haaland stopped being just a soccer player in the eyes of casual fans and turned into a full-blown internet phenomenon. His towering frame and exaggerated expressions inspired comparisons to Dragon Ball Z's Majin Buu, a comparison he embraced directly, commenting online that he honestly could not disagree. A clip of him casually walking backward during the Brazil match turned into its own 19-second viral trend. Rather than ignoring any of it, he eventually released a video reacting to the memes himself, admitting his life had changed in a positive way and encouraging fans to keep enjoying the jokes rather than take any of it personally. Along the way, a single-word reply of "steak" to a fan's post collected more than 700,000 likes on its own. As his profile grew, Haaland increasingly found himself connected to public figures who had nothing to do with soccer whatsoever. Actor Tom Holland revealed on The Tonight Show that he had been left on red after inviting Haaland to dinner at the Monaco Grand Prix, a story that turned genuinely viral once Haaland replied directly in the comments, accepting the dinner invitation and telling Haaland to simply name the place. WWE star Cody Rhodes publicly pitched the idea of Haaland joining professional wrestling during his own Tonight Show appearance, while NBA champion Jaylen Brown insisted during a livestream that Haaland's size and athleticism meant he needed to be playing basketball. Perhaps most strikingly of all, Haaland was photographed arm-in-arm with Michael Jordan at the end of July, posting the picture with the simple caption that no caption was needed, sending fans into a frenzy comparing height, style, and what many described as a meeting between two generational GOATs. For all the memes and celebrity crossovers, what truly cemented Haaland's place in American hearts was how he handled the heartbreak of Norway's eventual elimination. After a gut-wrenching 2-1 extra time loss to England in the quarterfinals, he walked straight into his post-game interview, still smiling, admitting the entire experience had changed him, and that what touched him most was simply the way this Norwegian team had put their country on the map. He posted a heartfelt goodbye to the United States on Instagram, and his girlfriend, Isabel Haukseng Johansson, shared her own tribute, noting that the memories from this run would last forever. That combination of genuine vulnerability and gratitude, even in defeat, gave fans one final reason to fall for him completely. Remarkably, Haaland's connection to America did not fade once he returned home. He brought back a taxidermied raccoon as a souvenir, joking that it had simply followed him home, a moment that delighted fans and even prompted brands like Nike and Amazon to jump into the comments. He was later spotted hitting golf balls off a boat while playing a country song specifically about Texas, prompting fans to joke that you could take Haaland out of America, but not the America out of Haaland. When asked directly about a potential MLS future, he spoke admiringly of what Lionel Messi and David Beckham had each accomplished in the league, leaving the door open rather than dismissing the idea outright. That lingering affection even led some fans to jokingly campaign for him to be granted honorary American citizenship altogether. Taken together, this entire journey worked precisely because none of it felt manufactured. The goals were real and record-breaking, the goofy videos were unscripted, the celebrity interactions unfolded organically rather than through calculated publicity, and the emotional moments after elimination came across as genuinely heartfelt rather than performative. That authenticity is exactly what allowed Haaland to cross over from a respected club-level superstar into a genuine American household name in the span of a single tournament, reaching casual fans who had never previously invested emotional energy into a World Cup storyline involving a team outside their own country. At the end of the day, Haaland's rise to becoming America's favorite soccer star was built on a combination that rarely comes together this perfectly: record-breaking dominance on the field, genuine warmth and humor off of it, and a level of authentic engagement with American culture that turned a 6-week tournament into a full-blown cultural moment. Whether it was the Brazil upset, the cowboy hats, the viral memes, or the emotional goodbye that followed Norway's elimination, each piece of this story built naturally on the last, creating a genuine connection between an entire country and a player nobody outside dedicated soccer circles had heard of just 2 months earlier. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you are subscribed so you catch our next video the moment another chapter of this story unfolds, because a summer this memorable deserves to be remembered in full.